Great morning, everyone. Well, let's look and see what we have today. Today is about really opening up. I think it has a lot to do with 9/11. So many people had lost their relations in 9/11 that today, people are thinking about the other side and the people that were lost. So let's go forward and see what we have. Today is the calling. The calling. So opening up, calling you to a more mystical life, a more, enhanced and opening, okay? It's a calling. And today is about the afterlife, okay? Which is appropriate for 9/11. People think about the tragedy of people that lost their lives on 9/11 so many years ago. But what I want to tell you about the afterlife is people have some wrong notions about it. There are a lot of people that are, will do nefarious deeds, dark deeds, whatever, thinking that, oh, when I die, it's done, it's over, so why do I care? There are no consequences to my actions, so I'm just going to do whatever I feel like. Well, there are consequences. Karma is in play. So whatever you dish out, you're going to have to get back in some way, shape, or form. So if you understand karma, you treat people how you want to be treated. You see the wisdom of that. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. It has to do with karma, okay? Karma, it gets back. So when you leave your body, the only thing that happens is you step out of this form. You're in the same consciousness. Okay, you go with others of like consciousness. And if you've had a very dark consciousness, and that's all you're surrounded with, people of a very dark consciousness, that's a hell realm. Okay, you're in a hell realm while you're here. You're being driven by negative thoughts, by drama, by darkness. And when you leave the form, you encounter that even more fully. Okay, so again, when you leave the body, people need to understand that they leave the body, that's all they do. They walk out of this form. It's like stepping out of your car. Okay, do you lose consciousness when you step out of your car? No, the body's a vehicle for this plane of existence. So you're just still as fully aware as you are in this plane. This is why suicide is not a good idea if you're trying to get out of something, because you're still going to face the same thoughts, but now you have no body to work things out with, okay? And you're going to have to face again same issues when you come back into form. So suicide is not a good option, okay? Now if somebody is in a terminal illness, that's a different story. The body's going. There's nothing you can do. You're not trying to get out of something. I mean, just it's breaking down. That's the end of it. Okay, so decide you're going to leave the form a bit early rather than going through all that suffering, because that's not needed, okay? So that's a little different story. Those that are in a terminal illness and decide they want to there's really all they're going to be doing is putting on mind-numbing drugs, and again, that's something different if your form is rapidly deteriorating. So anyway, let's go forward. So today we're talking about, again, the calling you to awaken more, afterlife, thinking about afterlife, connecting with your spirit guides. Now, everyone has spirit guides. You have, others on the other side that are willing to work with you, kind of oversee what's happening in this plane of existence. So one can always call their spirit guides, okay? And becoming a mystical shaman. If you really want to know God, you really want to know the truth of the universe, then these mysteries will start to open, okay? And you can connect with the spirit guides. You can connect with those on the other side. You can start to open your awareness. But what is so important if you're going to be doing that is grounding. Grounding. Be like a tree. You have to have roots. You have to stay grounded. Not getting into this airy-fairy stuff, and I don't recommend drugs as a way to try to open things. Oh, Siddhananda's coming in. Siddhananda's coming in, so my dogs will go crazy for a minute. Okay. Siddhananda's coming in, so the dogs go crazy for a minute. So let's continue forward. So today is a day of Shaman, of foresight, you know, looking forward. You know, life is eternal. We are not just this physical form that's born here, and we live, what, 60, 70, 80 years in this form, and then we take off for other adventures, okay? So foresight, what is it you want to take with you? What is important? What's inherent value of importance? Again, so also give yourself space, okay? When you're feeling that things are getting too hemmed in, take a breather, okay? Give yourself some space, get grounded again, and then go forward. And last but not least today is expression. Express yourself, okay? People watch my channel, they say you're quirky, you're like a eccentric old aunt or grandmother or whatever, you know. I'm eccentric. I'm just expressing my natural creative self. It's who I am at the core of being, okay? I'm somebody that's not given to dull colors, dull things. I'm expressive in music, whether singing or flute or whatever. It's just my natural expression. I'm an artistic person by nature, okay? That's what fuels me, artistic, okay? So you got to be who and what you are at the core. So don't be afraid to express yourself. Again, remember, grounding is so important. And mystical shaman, if you really want to know the universe, you want to know what's behind it, you pray to know God above all things, mystical experiences are going to open up and take place. So don't be shocked when they start to manifest. But remember, stay grounded. Spirit guides, again, call on your spirit guides, especially during this time of 9/11. Like I said, you know, people are really, their consciousness is more looking at people that have passed in 9/11. So it's a little bit more opening that door today to those realms. So today is the calling to start to expand yourself and to think about the afterlife and how life is eternal. And we just leave this form to go on to the next adventure. And so what is the karma you want to take with you? How do you want to continue to set yourself up? Again, don't think that the only thing that's happening is this time and then you're out of everything. And that's how people justify doing dark actions, because they think, oh, I'm going to die and that's the end of it. I'm in the ground, so I might as well enjoy whatever I want to enjoy, do whatever I want to do. It doesn't matter who I hurt. Well, again, no, there is karma. And if you've done the whole of the path and you've actually entered into God's realm, you know, you become in that mind stills and you've opened that expanse into God's realm, you understand exactly why karma is in place and that it has to be just by the very nature and fact of the Spirit of God, what it is and what it's not. Okay? So that is very, very real, you know, and that's why I tell people, you know, these fake gurus and stuff that do that, they should understand what karma is. And if you are a teacher, a spiritual teacher, you're even under more effects of karma because you are in a position of guiding others. And if you lead others astray, you develop very, very negative karma for yourself. So the ones they're fooling most are themselves. not just the people that they put on a wrong path. Okay, so don't do it. Okay, so anyway, I hope everyone's having a good September 11th. Again, think about eternity. Think about the way that life continues forward. And let's continue our paths. Okay, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. See you online. Aho.